Previously on Clair, Obscur Expedition 33.
Thank you for not sucking with your suckage.
Let's finally finish this.
Last push, last battle, presumably. It's all been building up to this. No more fake out endings, no more just pussyfooting around. It's finally time to end this. Let's do it up. Go team.
Papa?
Alicia.
Please, I just want you to understand what this canvas means to me.
I do understand. I know how powerful and intoxicating it is. How deeply attached we can become to the worlds we pour our hearts and souls into. I was enthralled, and it nearly killed me.
It doesn't mean you have to erase Verso's canvas.
Child, do you think I want to? After all the sorrows we've endured, do you really think that I want to destroy this last piece of his soul?
Don't.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices. We do what we must.
Grief often blinds us, and we make choices we can never take back.
You grieve for two.
I grieve for many.
The choices of parents leave indelible marks upon their children. But ultimately, the voices in their head have to be their own. You cannot set the boundaries of their life for them.
After the fire, you wanted me to find new joy in life. And I tried. But I couldn't. Verso died because of me. How do I get from that to joy?
Oh.
Child, it will get better, I promise you. But this is not the way. Your friends speak truth. And it changes nothing. You can hate me. But that's a choice I must make. As your father, I must look out for you. Especially when you can't look out for yourself.
You treat me as if I'm still 5!
I treat you as if the shadow from the worst day of our lives is going to suffocate you and take you from us too! Enough. I said enough.
Don't back down, Mael. Here we go. You've made your choice and I've made mine. We've made ours. Oh, man. Oh, shit. On guard, dickhead. Here we go. I am so ready. I'm not ready. I don't want there to be a black hole. Oh, come on. Is that all you got, old man? Come on now. You can do better than that. Did you take some of our AP? Mean. Give it back. It's not yours to use. That's what I think of you, Dad. Yeah, oh, okay. There's a bit of a delay on that one. Understood. Okay, hell, go ahead and do this. Give everybody powerful. There we go. Not too bad. You've got to have multiple faces. Probably not even 2. Most likely closer to 3. Is my guess, anyway. Hell, go ahead and do a Defiant Strike. It's very poetic that I am defying my father. Well, you know what I mean. Void Cross. What does that mean? It means I did a total shot in the dark and parried it because I'm awesome. Revenge isn't really worth it right now since I haven't been hit all that much, so... You know what, go ahead and save up for either Phantom Strike or Momentum Strike. And just build up your AP, as one does. You just build up your AP, as one does. Someone's... Well, excuse me, you're not allowed to do that. I mean, I guess you kind of are, because, you know, they're your creation. So what are you guys gonna do?
Just try it.
Okay, shields. Not this! Surely you realize that. Alright, yeah, go ahead and do this, and... Yeah, I can only target Renoir still. They're just here to buff him and possibly attack me. I'll dip through those a little bit, if you don't mind. Thank you kindly.
Bring it on.
Okay. Ow. Oh, shit. Aren't doing too bad at all.
When did you become so stubborn?
Now you're powerful. Okay, I am not terribly concerned, frankly. How many hits does Phantom Strike do? 4, so that's not going to be worth it with how many shields you have. Gustav's Homage might be. No, that's only going to get you 3 hits, so you know what? Just go ahead and eliminate your shields. I mean, I am in Virtuo stance now, so I could do per se, and you are marked, so yeah, this is going to do good things, isn't it? Holy shit! Oh, you're reviving him, aren't you? Okay, alright, okay.
Sanity, it's time to go home.
Now what are you doing?
I do love a challenge, but this is beginning to irk me.
Fuck. He keeps regenerating.
Maybe we focus on the axons first.
Hello? What are you?
No, she can't.
What? Clair?
Mama.
Oh. Alin.
You're going to kill yourself. It's too soon for you to return to any canvas.
Oh. She's using the last of our energy for us. That's being a mom. Badass. So is she just gonna be there just battling them in the background? What now, old man? What you got going on?
Not impressed.
Summons the Dasan canvas? What?
Selfish.
Look who's talking. What exactly does that make you if she's being selfish? Where are you going? Okay. What did that do?
I would have lived.
Now you're glowing. Oh, now you have, like, rush and stuff. Great. Okay. Yeah, go ahead and... Ooh, should I do Divine Strike, or... should I do literally anything else? Go ahead and do Divine Strike for now. Mark him. There we go.
Yes.
You can't do much of anything, can you? Swift attack, huh? Okay. Yep, that was pretty swift, but at the same time, you barely even nicked me. I'm so glad that I did a whole shitload of, side stuff first, but at the same time, it's making this fight kinda sorta pathetic.
Time to strike. Now.
Frenetically. Swiftly, frenetically, make up your mind. Okay. Okay. Oh, Grady, okay. Yes! No, you can have it. I don't want it anymore. Also, thanks for the shields, dumbass. You know what? Let's be all poetic and do this one. I don't care how much damage it does, I just want him to pay for what he did to Gustav. All things considered, it did an okay amount. I'm alright with that. I kind of want to save up for Creation Void because I really want to see how it looks. Blue Darkness. So jumping move, presumably? No? Okay. That's fine. You've got C Perfection, you're missing a little bit of health, you know what's up. Alright, I'm too curious. What does this look like, and what does it do? Also pretty poetic. That was pretty freaking badass, I like that. Unleashes his power. What were you doing before? Now you're just showing off.
Go home, Raymond. Go paint something else.
Oh, that buildup, you're actually attacking me. I didn't realize. Okay, cool. Jesus, man. Okay, now you're kind of bringing up the big guns here. Oh, dear. Okay. Versa was actually at half health. You're actually showing some hands now. Understood. You've got Virtuos, and just do it, okay? Void meteors. Okay. Damn it. Okay. Oh shit. Ah, and you're taking AP away from me again. Okay, now this is actually getting a little bit difficile, or however you say that in French. Go ahead and heal yourself, buddy. No, yourself. There you go. And, should I maybe give an energy tint to myself in that case? I probably should, huh? Might be a good idea. Yeah, Pool of Darkness. Not a jumping move. There we go. Alright, that went a little bit better than last time. And by hit big, I mean do this. Now is not the time for that, Monoko. How many times do I have to go over this? What does this one do again? Right extreme, right filter. That honestly isn't really all that worth it right now, considering his break meter is almost full anyway. So, you know what? To be all poetic, I might actually use my L's. If, you know, Renoir isn't defeated by them, because, my god, look at the timeline. My L is literally last from what we can see. So for now, I've got Caster Mask again. I'm tripping up on that. I've got the Caster Mask active, so might as well do this again, huh? There we go. Perfected it that time. Now your break meter's full and your health bar is almost empty. Actually, I think it is empty. You're unleashing your power again. Okay. What? What am I doing? Okay. Damn. What a girl boss. Holy shit. Well, there we go. Defeated. Presumably, anyway.
Was the one who saved me when I lost myself in a canvas. She taught me how to safely use our gift. How to soar without flying too close to the sun. We painted hundreds of canvas worlds, pushing the very boundaries of creation. And she never let me forget that every day we spent here has a price. Yet, here we are now.
So trust her. If she's doing this, then...
I trust what she taught me.
And what is she trying to teach you now?
This is not a game.
Bro, I don't know how to tell you this.
That you don't.
I know precisely what's at stake. You want control. You want to feel like you're doing something. You couldn't save Verso, so you want to save us. Except you're not. Destroying the canvas won't help us move on. It'll just deny us the one place that helped us feel again.
67 years. 67 years I spent trapped within the monolith. But I persisted. I persisted. Do you know why? Do you know why I cannot leave her or you behind? This is what I see every day.
Jesus.
I cannot spend another day with living corpses. Since the fire, our family has crumbled. A lean in the canvas. Clair fighting a solitary war. You, a living ghost. Verso's death broke us. Wanted to be fixed. I need it to be fixed.
You can't fix it. You have to.
You too.
You can't fix it. You just have to accept it.
That's how I feel about them.
Mm-hmm.
I can't lose them either.
They're more real to me than you know.
I've lost too much. Papa, see? I've lost so much.
We both lost so much.
Papa, I don't want to lose you either. I'm not leaving you forever. Just a little longer.
I want to trust you, but
You can.
keep the light on for you.
No.
I hope you find peace.
God, you too. You won't find peace with what you're doing.
To each other.
Jeez, man. Ahem.
Verso,
It's okay. So now what exactly is my end game being here? In this void. Hey, how you doing? Fated child who I can only assume is me. It's time to stop painting.
Hi.
Saw, dude.
You're tired of painting, aren't you? I'm tired too.
Oh. Oh, hi.
That's... You shouldn't be able to be here.
I'm on scared.
Why did you run in? It's dangerous for you here.
See things as they are. Not how you want them to be.
What?
You lied to your father.
No.
You saw it too. But he wanted to believe. You're going to die here. Why don't you just leave? You can always come back.
The moment I leave, Papa will erase this canvas.
This is not worth your life.
What life? My life of loneliness in a shell of a body, with no voice and no future.
You're my El. No matter where you are, you don't need this canvas.
But everything I want is here. Here I have a chance to live, Verso to live.
And so you have lived.
There I really exist.
Life keeps forcing cruel choices.
Stop quoting Papa.
Please. I get where you're coming from, but at the same time, she's lived a lot more in here than she has out there since the accident.
It's time to stop painting.
Oh.
Papa also said, hold on to each other.
Old friend, you've traveled miles, spinning in circles. Your blind eyes on the dial, stripping
I'm sorry.
out colors. But it's time to say goodbye.
It's really come to this.
Next life.
Oh, I'm given a choice. Decide the fate of the canvas. Fight as Mael, fight as Verso. Like I said, I can see where they're both coming from, but Mael has come farther here than she has in the real world. I'd say that this canvas is worth fighting for. All right,
Verso,
here we go.
stop! You can't just decide this for everyone.
We're all hypocrites, doing the same thing to each other.
I really don't want to do this, but gonna have to, don't I? Barely even scratching me. Alright, have some of this, I guess.
What about Lune and Ciela and Binoco? What about Esquier?
Ciel was right. Grief blinds us. All you see are walls.
All I see is what we created and how much they mean to us. And you're willing to just throw all that away? No. Ah, jeez, I always mess that one up. Sure. Damn, that did a decent amount.
I've lived a long time, Mael. There are things we could never outrun.
I'm so tired, Verso. Please, can we just go home and talk about this?
I guess that's my answer. Hopefully get another turn. I still can't get that one. Damn, man. Not that it really matters. Is this all you have up your sleeve? Oh, never mind. Every time I say that, I get proven wrong. Our drafts collide. Neither of us wanted this. Least of all me. Look at the pain on her face, my gosh. This game is so expressive.
Thank you. Stop him from painting.
Say that. Please.
Ooh, what's happening?
Please, listen to me. Only you can do this. You can do this, please. Unpaint me. Unpaint me. Please. I don't want this life.
Stop saying that.
I don't want this life. I don't want this life.
I just wanted to live this lifetime together. This lifetime that was stolen from us. Please,
You gotta be happy with the time that you did spend together.
please.
I don't want this life. Help me. Help me.
If you could grow old, would you find a reason to smile?
Epilogue. A life to paint. Everyone's queuing to get in. I love how Minoko's the bouncer. Oh my god.
Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, courbera Eiffel. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Clair, obscur, trouble de rature, courbera Eiffel. Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle. Oh, clair, obscur, trouble, radieux.
Oh, yep. Here come the tears. Told you it was gonna make me cry.
Clair, obscur, guardé aux peintures, trouvera sans elle.
Woo. Hmm. God, the silence is deafening. That's not. Still all he sees.
Je t'aimerai.
Wow. Roll credits, right? God damn. What an outstanding game. I cannot sing its praises enough. That was amazing. Oh. Well done, Sandfall. For such a small team, you have made a big, big game. Honestly, that was probably one of my most favorite video game stories ever. Yeah, it did honestly get a little bit hard to follow and convoluted, especially after the twist with the paintress was discovered. But at its core, it was a story about grief and hardship and loss and how to cope with it, and how sometimes coping with it, like if you choose the wrong way to cope with it, then you just end up making it everybody's problem, and it affects not only yourself negatively, but those around you. And the best thing to do with grief is to just deal with it in a way that is healthy and isn't destructive. Yes, you can, like, make your own little world of escapism, but Just don't let it consume you. And it told a story of grief and loss in such an original and fantastical way. I'm not really huge into, like I said before, I'm not really huge into like turn-based RPGs or dark fantasy games, or dark fantasy stories for that matter. Like I said in one of the previous episodes, I just cannot get into stuff like Lord of the Rings for the life of me. But the way that this story was told, they couldn't have done it better. It's such an original idea. It like borrowed a lot of elements from other stories. Like, oh, this group of people needs to venture out into the big bad world out there to try to defeat a big enemy or relinquish a curse that's plagued their people. But it was told with such freshness and such originality and such beauty. That's it. If there's one word that I can use to describe this game as a whole, it's beautiful. Actually, no. There's two words I can use to describe it. One is beautiful, the other, magical. This is a magical game. And I don't mean just because it's like, it's enthralling in like a story and character sense, or that the visuals are magical and that they actually use magic in the game. There's just a sense of just boundless wonder and imagination and creativity and affection and love poured into every facet of this game. It is unlike any game I have ever played because of that. It made me feel things that I didn't even think were possible to feel. And not just from a story standpoint, from a visual standpoint as well. Like, I said before, this is a great example of an indie AAA title, or I forget the phrase that I used to describe it alongside Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. But visually, for the most part, this game is absolutely striking. I mean, it's a game that, in which, like, art and painting and creation is, like, one of its most central motifs. And it uses that to its advantage, especially in the visual department, with all of the unique colors and backdrops that just pop off the screen at any given moment. And also, all the characters looked really great as well. Especially their facial expressions. Yeah, there were a few times where it was a little bit rough around the edges and they showed a little bit too much teeth. But for the most part, you could really feel what the characters were feeling just by looking at their face. Their eyes, especially. And the designs of the enemies, geez, don't even get me started. Nothing but imagination went into those. So some of them were like genuinely scared, like something that you would find in a horror game. And there were actually some really scary moments in this game too. This game just balances a lot of, it juggles a lot of tones, but does so very effectively. There are times where it was very scary, times where it was very tragic, times where it was really, really funny. My gosh, I was not expecting to laugh as much as I did when playing this game, but laugh I did. And yeah, from a gameplay standpoint, pretty solid most of the way through. The central, like, battle mechanics, like the battle screen and all that, it did have a little bit of a learning curve, admittedly. It took me forever to perfect the parrying. And even by the end of the game, I don't think that I quite perfected it, but I did definitely get a lot better at it. And because of that, because the game kind of started rough and didn't really like hold your hand a whole lot when it came to stuff like that, I was unsure whether or not I would even like this game and see it all the way through. Because like I said near the beginning of the playthrough, I was kind of hoping there was more of an indication that the enemy was about to attack so you could time your parries better. But the game encourages you to really pay attention to the enemy's movements and like learn through repetition to like really get the pattern down and figure out when's the best time to dodge and parry yourself. And because of that, it made the combat all the more rewarding. If the game just had you just like told you exactly when to hit the R1 button or the circle button for a QuickTime event, then this game would have been a lot easier and not nearly as rewarding as it was. So I'm really glad they went in that direction, and I'm really glad that I took the time to really learn how the combat worked. Because in the end, it really was just a really, it felt good to parry and especially counterattack every single time. And also the character customization was, I've said this before, it kind of has the illusion of being deep. Like, it's complicated at first, but the more that you get into it, the more, like, user-friendly that you find out that it actually is. Like the stuff with all of the Pictos, for instance. It's like, really satisfying and really mesmerizing, really, to just, like, build your army through either the attribute points that you get from leveling up, or the different Pictos and Luminas that you pick up, which have both like passive perks and also just like permanent stat upgrades where your health and defense and agility is concerned. It all just really meshed together really well. It really made you feel like you were progressing naturally. And also, I gotta say this every time I finish a game that has a thank you screen. No, thank you for making such a fantastic game. What else can I talk about? Why am I even saying that? Of course. I mean, I've already said this so many other times, but the music, good God, the music is where this game easily shines the most. Yes, it's a great story. Yes, it's fun to play. And yes, it's visually striking, but the music is where it really, really shines. I was expecting most, if not all, of the music to sound similar to what we're hearing right now. Just very orchestral and very operatic and epic. But the way that they just incorporate just about every genre under the sun into this game's soundtrack and make every single track slap as hard as it does is nothing short of a marvel. And I did check, this game's soundtrack is available on streaming platforms, so I might just have to add most, if not all, of the tracks to my playlist. I'm probably not going to add all of the tracks to it because it's like a freaking 6-hour-long OST. There is actually something else I want to talk about the gameplay. Yes, the combat was fun. The parrying system was fun. All of the skills that you learned have like their own benefits and stuff. And like all of the weapon perks and stuff. It was really cool that you're actually able to upgrade your weapons several times and unlock new perks for them. That was really cool. But it did definitely have a bit of just a gameplay loop. Kind of like doing the same thing over and over, just experimenting with new skills, discovering new enemies, but it was all just kind of the same. It didn't really develop all that much, which isn't necessarily a bad thing, but for a game this lengthy and that has this much side content that you're encouraged to go out and discover, it did get a little bit tiresome after a while. And because of that, I'm unsure of whether or not I'm going to have a bonus video of me tackling a bunch of side quests and optional bosses. Yes, I did encounter quite a few of them, and I explored a little bit of the optional areas. But I'm not sure if I want to commit to actually completing them, because that just seems like it's going to be just a whole lot of tedium and repetition. Props to anybody who goes out and does do that, but I think I'm pretty satisfied with ending the series here. And another aspect of the gameplay, of course, is the traversal and the exploration, which did admittedly get better and a lot more just a lot more player-friendly by the end of the game, especially upon unlocking all of SK's abilities. But those happen few and far between throughout the game. When you first started, I mean, I understand that, you know, the more that the more of the continent that was open to you, the more it made sense to give SK new abilities so you could actually explore a little bit faster and more efficiently. But traversal through the continent and even like through the different regions just starting out in the game was honestly a little bit of a pain in the ass. It kind of broke the pacing of the game a little bit for my liking. Especially like before you got SK or any visibilities and you wanted to like explore more of the continent that you had already been to or something that you missed, and you had to like walk like at least a couple of minutes back to the area that you wanted to be. That kind of slowed the game down a little bit. And also, the fast traveling within the regions was honestly kind of hit and miss. Because there were some areas, like some regions in the game, in which the first travel flag that you encountered wasn't until that you were like 2 or even 3 minutes into the region itself. One of the biggest offenders being, I think it was called the Forgotten Battlefield, that had like all of the bodies in there where we fought the Dueliste. But even that got better after a while, especially considering that you could fast travel back to the continent from any flag once we got deep enough into the game. And also, it would have been nice to have a separate mini-map for each region. Because, yeah, it is fun to explore and just find out new areas on your own. But at the same time, if you want to return to a region in which you, like, maybe missed a paint cage, or you wanted to try tackling a mime or a chromatic boss in that area, it would have been nice to have a map to pinpoint where exactly that was, rather than just try your best to remember where it was, which means that you're risking, like, roaming around aimlessly for, like, 10-15 minutes trying to find it. But other than that, other than, like, a gameplay loop that got a little bit stale after a while and some issues with traversal, I wholeheartedly recommend this game. I absolutely loved it. Great story, great characters, very memorable characters, very well written and well acted characters. My god, the writing and acting in this game were top friggin' notch. Fantastic visuals, absolutely epic music. This game was just an absolute trip, and I'm glad that I actually took the time to take this journey. Because I was a little bit standoffish with the game, both from a gameplay standpoint and from a story standpoint when I first started it. Because a lot of games like this, like, you could tell that they were heavily inspired by, like, JRPGs from, like, the late 80s and the 90s and early 2000s, like that era specifically. And they wore that influence on their sleeve, and there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. But a lot of those games, from what I understand, have a lot of exposition, especially near the beginning of the game, to kind of give you a backstory of where you are, like the what's going on in the setting right now, and what's going on with the characters. This game had virtually none of that. It was all extremely organic and kind of made you put together the pieces on your own little by little. And because of that, I was a little bit confused as to what the goddamn fuck was going on during the first few hours of the game. But in retrospect, I'm really glad that that's the way that they decided to tell the story. Because it made the discovery of what was happening in terms of, like, the Gommage and Renoir and Gustave and Versa and the Monolith and the Paintress and the Continent and the Fracture, all of that stuff. You just kind of discovered it and put it together piece by piece yourself. The game just kind of fed you just enough for you to be like, oh, I guess this is what's happening. Oh, that's happening. Like I said, very organically told. Not a whole lot of video games even today tell their story like that. It's all very, like, cut and dry, whereas this one it took, like, a more artistic approach, which makes sense considering the context of the game's universe, you know? So, like I said, I'm really glad that I decided to really stick around and let this game grow on me, because grow on me it damn well did. And because of that, I'm feeling an incredibly solid and well-earned 9 out of 10. I can definitely see why this won Game of the Year. It's familiar in a lot of ways, but unique in so many other ways. This is like the new standard for turn-based RPGs right here. And I'm really glad I saw it through to the end. So that's going to conclude this series, and I'm really proud of how this series turned out. It was a lot of fun. Quite the roller coaster ride. So to everyone who tuned into this series, thank you so much. And I hope you had just as much fun watching as I did playing. So until next time, catch you guys later. Bye for now.